ass like this? Like this?
Dougie stroke or something because you can't remember
Oh my god.
shit.
But he's never done it, so...
I'm not asking him to speak.
Oh.
Like, wait. What? Like, what?
Guys, tonight's Team USA versus Scotland in curling.
We have to wait.
Oh, yeah.
He is walking. And you can see the second
Good
layer
boys.
all the way over there.
No,
Does
I
Phoenix
wouldn't
care
ask
about
them to
curling?
lay
I
down.
doubt it.
I feel like a lot of people care about curling.
It is
I mean,
sweeping
I
turned
care
into a
about
sport.
curling.
Care about
I like
How?
curling.
How positively Canadian.
You mean these
Oh,
curls?
Cap's not even in the right room.
I already get what you're doing.
What, Hunter, what now?
I flipped you off. It's fine.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
They need the trouble.
I did do bicep curls today. I can actually tell there's something in there now.
Ooh.
Like if I flex it, it's actually there.
Muscles.
Flex it?
I know.
Later, Adam. Have a great night.
Listen, I'm not used to this. This is new.
Okay, so as I look,
Wait till you can do a pull-up.
Dear
Oh god, I couldn't even. Well, no, not I couldn't even. I never could.
I used to be able to, actually. Well, close. Anyway,
Now we'll be able to
in the days of no
We are
leggy.
listening to Daishon on
But
one
you lose that
screen,
stuff quick.
and then we have everybody
Yeah.
else on the other screen while we wait for Daishon to finish
Being
killing.
able to do a
Raga,
pull-up
raga,
after
raga.
lifting for a year was fucking great.
And then
I'm still
Come over
just
here.
happy with how much I ended up being able to deadlift before that
yep,
surgery.
that's what Jill said.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Out of context,
I can bench
there's
press
a lot
my
of
trainer's
context
body
to
weight,
that.
and that makes me happy.
it sounds really weird.
How?
145.
145? Okay, cool.
Strange
That's good.
That's
things.
about as much as I used to be able to deadlift. And we got up to about 100, I think, with
Okay.
bench.
My max bench started at 90, and it's 145 now.
Yeah, mine was about 180.
Nice.
My deadlift is 300.
Pondo Scram. How you doing, Jeff?
Yeah.
That feels fucking awesome. Deadlifting your body weight, or not my body weight, but over my body weight. Significantly over my body weight.
Well, this douche nugget is, violent.
That feels really fucking good.
Yep.
Sorry, if you're watching Pim's stream at the same time,
Okay, Puck, while we're waiting, I'll
Almost blacking out after doing it doesn't feel that great.
I hear clicky clack.
No. No.
Was that the...
Seeing spots
Why
and
won't
wanting to
we-
lay down.
Was that the same one that we had to, pay for the repairs for, or...?
It wasn't that deadlift, no. That was a squat.
Throw up that rate.
Okay.
Did you fall?
I did a back squat, and my buddy was
Yeah.
supposed to be
Wild.
doing a better job of spotting me,
That's wild.
Uh-huh.
and I lost control of it and put it through a wall.
And,
Yep.
have a good night.
That'll do it.
Yep.
Distant Briggsy.
Squatting like 180 pounds, yep.
Okay, so that was a wild Briggsy.
It was a wild Briggsy, yes.
Get across. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. We're just gonna take
What's
the
a wild
copy paste that's
Briggsy?
relevant
It
was
to
in
the
the
background.
test.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
the background of Pim's camera, because Pim's door is open and Briggsy's door is open.
If we see him again, everybody start waving, get his attention.
That's not gonna work.
No, it's not. Hello.
Everyone who dropped by.
Hi.
Hello.
I'll be on camera in a minute.
Ninja.
It's all good. Pim's is dealing with a delivery mishap.
Have a good night.
Oh Jesus. Delivery mishap in his favor, from what we understand, though.
Mm-hmm.
This
Meaning he's
Extra
getting more
food.
food for free.
Hopefully.
I mean, he'll probably still have to pay for his original order, but he's gonna get extra food.
Yeah.
I mean,
butt braid.
all right. I mean,
There's-
that's potentially
Fair.
fair.
Briggsy.
There's Distant Briggsy again.
Brexit!
Briggsy!
Yep, he's waving.
Yeah!
We're not nerds.
There we go.
We're
have no
totally nerds.
We're not nerds.
yeah.
What's a
Okay.
nerd?
Next
So-
question.
Who wants to recap what happened 2 weeks ago, just in case there is a lack of
We'll
remembering.
just say not it.
Come here. Not it.
Not it.
Well, Pims didn't say anything, so I guess he's doing
Yep.
it.
Sounds good to me. Did we even play?
No.
We played 2 weeks ago. We didn't play
Yeah.
last week. I
Did we?
canceled last
I don't
week.
remember this. What?
Froghemoth.
Frog
Frog
Demon.
Hemoth.
I remember I was
Frog
smoking
Hemoth.
after
Does that
that.
count as a recap?
I mean, that's pretty much all that really happened last week was
We solved your
Froghemoth.
frog puzzle.
Yeah, Froghemoth and Spike Pit.
Yep.
Solved my frog puzzle.
Who would have thought the answer to the frog puzzle was a frog?
I have a feeling that we set off the trap, and we didn't do what we were supposed to do.
I mean,
But did we die?
No.
The end result.
That's
was
a
the
lot
same.
of food.
That's a lot of food.
Where's mine?
He doesn't have his headphones on.
What? No. Don't listen to that advice.
Everyone else said not it, so it's your turn for recap, pimps.
I like how the adjusting just stops. Like, God damn it.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome.
This is where if I had hand control, you do the hard hand thing. But again, no hands.
Look, Ma! No hands!
There's a throwback. Okay. How long has it been since we played D&D?
2 weeks.
4 years.
2 weeks.
Tuesday.
Well, listen, Linda.
How do I kick him from a private voice call? Hang
There, I'll
on.
do it.
You might Russian roulette him
Ask
back in
nicely.
the main screen. Please stop.
Breezy says hi back, by the way.
Yeah.
Also, I think I have a big enough cup for today's sesh.
No, you don't.
No, that's not big
no,
enough.
no.
I mean, it's adorable that you think so, but it's not true.
That won't last the whole session.
Nope.
Okay,
I give it
2
20
weeks
minutes.
ago. How far back
Frog
do you want
Hemoth.
me to go?
Froghemoth.
I mean,
Oh, right. The thing that killed me twice. Froghemoth and the Temple of Hopping. That
You
we-
came back.
exactly.
You came
Um,
back both times.
Uh-huh. I'm just saying it killed me twice. It's how I
Yeah.
remember things, whether or not they sent me to meet with Scooby or not.
Yeah, so we are currently in the Forbidden City of Omu. Last week we stumbled upon our 4th temple, and decided that we were going to try and not get evaporated by the Froghemoth's noxious bowels.
I mean,
It attempted to belch us to death. It did. It really did.
not wrong so far.
It was almost successful.
It was very close to actually belching us to death. Fuck, this food smells good.
Better than me. I would have been shoving.
We
it in
then
my
proceeded into the temple, where we were confronted with a floorless temple with lots of spikes. To which we responded, "Leap hard and fast." We did the leggy yeet.
It went well.
It did.
Took the thingy, leggy yeeted back, and now we are here at the front, deciding what we were going to do next.
Okay, Calf. I know you've been keeping notes. Anything of interest on the walls of the back walls of the temples you've been in so far?
We've started to get a bit of a story. First from the Commandant Temple. We didn't actually look at the scripts for the Mirage. We just looked for how to do it. But we had a something for Commandant Shigambi and what's the name of this? Kubazan, the Froghemoth.
What'd you call me?
Bitch, did I stutter?
Yeah, Cube is on something.
I mean, all right.
Do you want me to actually?
I'm just curious if if any of it seems important to you at this point, or if it just seems like some crazy ramblings of some old priest.
I mean, it's
well,
also some crazy ramblings of some old priest.
Well, they seem like the creation myths, and it seems kind of like, at least from the Froghemoth side, it seems like Ubtao was actually directly involved with their creation. At least that's why the frog had those slithering tentacles that almost killed well, okay, knocked out someone twice.
Tried to knock me out, if I remember correctly.
Rendered me insenseless. Would that be better for you? Everything was fine. Everything was grand. Then I was bleeding out again.
Okay. So you guys have 3 puzzle cubes, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
I think we said we needed 9. Was what we had determined, something like that.
Yeah.
There were 9 Trickster Gods, and that's why we thought we would need it.
Who knows?
Seems
maybe-
sensible
And-
enough.
And we think we've got at least a good chunk of the temples circled on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I do at least.
Unless we don't.
Unless we don't. Honestly, one of them could change the architecture style by not having an outer wall, and we'd never know it.
Yo, Ninja.
What a cheerful, optimistic thought. Bite your bloody tongue, you lizardy bastard.
Hey, Ninja. Thank you very much for
But that hurts.
Great.
3.
Biting tongues generally hurt, yeah.
Yeah, cheers.
So why do it?
Oh yeah, I got the big brain in the party.
Ninja.
Do the puzzle cubes look like they fit together in any ways? At least the ones we've got so far.
Let's all out for Ninja. Or
Thus far,
Ninja
each
was
cube
playing Monster Hunter with Daishan and
is
decided to
like
rate us on the flip side.
imagine a
Appreciate it.
D6, right? With a carving, the same carving in each face.
There we go. Daishan.
Flat
Daishan
on
also
each
got a
side
hero
except for
because
the carving that's.
He also was
And
playing
I
Monster
rated
Hunter
the
and
hero.
rated.
Okay.
Yep.
I got
So
to watch
where
most
to
of your
next?
game, Ninja. That looked pretty fun.
Y'all tell me.
That's why I'm
kinda
asking.
gotten into the swing of things.
Cube, how are we supposed to get to that one?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I mean, we're gonna
I
have
don't
to,
know, we'll figure it out.
but like,
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
I did not see that first part.
he pinged the one in the middle of the lava.
Eat the small ones.
No,
You won't have a choice. Eat the small ones.
no, I think we do. That's a lot of distance.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not from
Last-
here. It's not. It's
I
fine.
mean,
Eat the small ones.
for all we know, there could just be a bridge that's not on the map. We haven't exactly gone and looked.
That's true. Sims is typing.
Clicky clack.
He's muted. There's no clicking.
I can take conjure animals. Next level includes eagles.
Can't we polymorph someone into a giant eagle or something?
That's level 4.
I don't
Oh.
have that.
I've got access to find steed, but that doesn't help us because it can't fly.
Maybe you can jump
How-
halfway and we can jump off of it.
We're not Yoshiing my mystical steed.
All right, don't.
But why not? It's not like you can't get it back.
It'll just be, traumatized. Like you!
Every
It's
time it comes back,
fitting!
not the lava.
It certainly could be worse. It'll be fine. It'll be grand.
Ladies and gentlemen, my players.
The fact that we actually had to
What
say
is
the
the
line, had to actually say the line, we're not Yoshiing my mystical steed.
I mean, that deserves a quote. If ever there
That
was
sounds like a
something that
quote.
deserved a quote.
I mean, he didn't have to say it though.
How's the mini
could've
ninja
just gone with,
and the
"Okay."
small ninja and
Or
the
no.
mid ninja? And
I don't think no is really an
catos
option.
And doggos.
Yeah.
I
Not
blasted
with our
all the
crew.
animals. They were all sitting on you.
Well, I mean, we've got a couple other temples that we don't have to cross lava to get to. Maybe we should start with them. or continue with them, I guess.
That sounds like a good plan. It'll also give us time to rest, because some of us probably got our teeth kicked in.
Right, also that.
I'll admit to feeling a little peaked.
Or exhausted nearly every spell in their repertoire.
As someone who doesn't want to die, I suggest we let the cleric live and get some rest.
Yeah, didn't we finish up that one temple closer tonight? I don't remember exactly.
Yes.
Okay, so we could just rest at this temple and then continue in the morning when we're all not gonna die.
It's probably pretty safe given the giant froghemoth that used to be here.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll
mean-
still smell like it, so yeah.
Yeah, maybe not rest, like, in the pond area, maybe right outside and adjacent in case someone rolls around in their sleep and just bloop.
Probably in the inner
Oh,
walls there.
the other fun thing that y'all did a couple of weeks ago involved that walled like observatory garden place that had like a weird pile of bones and stuff.
Oh yeah, I got the pole arm from it.
Oh yeah, the
the glaive.
Yanti
Excuse me.
bone pile or whatever it is.
Oh,
Yes.
great.
So
That's glaive.
that's also a thing. There was a you learned that or at least you found the bones of Yuan Ti and the bodies of men.
I mean, that's one interpretation.
How else is that to be interpreted?
I mean, that's not really an interpretation. That's a
We
fact.
could have found something's dinner.
yeah,
Hmm.
the bodies of men.
Your cleric's interpretation was that you found the bones of Yuan Ti.
We found a bunch of snakes.
And there was also
You found mannish looking, like it was like it was like skeletons, and then Keeper went looking through and went, there are too many vertebrae.
There are too many vertebrae.
They have
They seem
really bendy bodies.
they have too much spine.
Oh no, they all have scoliosis.
They all have scoliosis.
I mean, I can't tell, and the state of decay is too much.
And it was they were burnt.
That too.
The pile was like bones with char marks on them, and there was like
Yanti were fired.
there was a sooty mark on the wall that you all recognized from the corner of your map of a snake with a circle in its jaws.
Yeah, something about a world eater cult or something. I'm sure that's not going to come up again.
Probably not.
Fine.
You're fired. Whoever used fireball, probably. Yeah.
We could maybe head toward.
Not wrong. I mean, they were fired.
Yeah, like that's probably a good one to start heading towards.
There's a tree that's been over right here. I'm sure.
Yeah, that seems safe.
What's with number 9? That tally mark.
Completely.
Number
It's a campfire. That's the actual battle. No, that's the yellow
Cart.
banner campsite or whatever it was, right?
It
Mhm.
was a dead camp with tattered bright yellow flag, mushroom peeps. Those little mushroom dudes.
Mhm.
Right.
Were going to try and attack us, but the little black and white mask dude was saved our bacon.
Bacon.
All right.
Bacon saving.
Speaking of, did they fuck off to anywhere, or are we continuing to have that little creature waiting for us outside of every temple?
Sometimes it's not right there, but as you walk, it always seems to show back up and want to play in your hair.
I have so many braids now.
Your
That
braids
also-
are braids.
That all starts right about here. Not end right about there.
I mean, that sounds lovely.
New term to micro.
So, from my understanding, the plan is rest, cross the tree, do the temple as far south as we can that's not in the middle of the lake of lava. Right? That's the plan?
That's what
Good
I'd
to
like.
me.
I'm sorry, run that by me one more time, sorry?
Okay. Sleep. Go across the tree that's over the river.
Okay.
Go to the temple that's as far south that's not in the middle of the lake of lava.
Okay.
And then maybe figure out how to get to the lava one while we're standing there, actually looking at it.
Eat.
I mean, I can cast Water Walk again.
Does that work on lava?
It just means you have to run very fast.
That's not necessarily encouraging,
Out
but
of
it's an
character-
option.
Out of characters specifically, it does state you can run over lava. You just incur heat penalties.
I see.
And then you'd have
Well,
to
if
climb.
there's
The tree
one thing
here.
that lizard is used to, it's incurred heat penalties. Do you remember that starting armor?
You mean the one that they put on for
The gladiator fight?
Cameron Temple?
The one where they were cooking.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I still have that armor with me.
With you, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if we ever need pans for anything.
It's chainmail.
Well, not making eggs in that.
You just need a little ingenuity and some water.
And maybe some tinfoil if that exists.
Nap time.
Anyway,
Okay.
Strainers.
So you all, that's actually a thing I have to roll for, never mind.
Oh,
please let this not be like the luck that the Tuesday group had.
Never mind. Yeah, no, that that was unusual. You have your rest. You can have your hit points and your spells and stuff back.
Yay!
Okay. Though, so as the sun begins to rise in the morning, during the night, Araj has another horrible dream. And they wake up shaking, and if kobolds could sweat, they would be dripping in it. The vision that you had is that same robed skeleton with that ugly staff moving closer and reaching out toward you.
Oh, great. He's getting closer. Cool. Cool. Yay. It's
in
a
the
given
morning-
that I start backing up at some point in those dreams, right? Like, that's a given?
No, you can't move. You're locked
Oh.
in place.
Well,
Like,
that's annoying.
You look down
Mhm.
and you're just stuck. Like there's nothing holding you.
Okay.
You just can't move.
being taught about how you're locked into your destiny and there's nothing you can do to save yourself.
Trust me,
Or
I've had plenty of that symbolism already.
maybe you're just tired.
Stress.
I'm just
Stress will
saying.
do that.
It could be stress.
You need a nap.
Given sleep is when these dreams happen, I don't think a nap will help.
Is 22 still accurate for Warden's passive perception?
It could be sedative.
Even though we're no longer in the jungle.
You're muted.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
He's
he's
eating.
I said yes.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
eating.
Just making sure I'm writing down something, so...
Whoever is awake for dawn watch hears distantly from the north a great rumbling roar. The sky is foggy, and it's like humid, and like it's difficult to see super far, but you hear a roar that feels like it rumbles off the sides of the cliffs around you.
Lovely.
No.
I would usually be up in the morning, prepping food and such. So I am. It's coming from the north.
Yes. Not for certain, Warden. With the echo, it's difficult to place exactly what creature it is.
It just sounds big. Ah, it is going to be one of those days.
Haven't
Better
they all
get
been
up.
one of those days?
Get up
Sounds
and
big, probably hungry.
It's
That's
been
how,
a-
better get
that's
out
how
the
Keeper knows that it's going to be one of
specialty.
those days. We have experience with them, so we recognize them when they're starting.
I think it's been
That's
one of those
every day.
days since we got into this freaking jungle.
Hey, Pink Paint, how's it going?
That's not a nice way to talk about your home.
Oh
It didn't
my.
try to kill me last time I was here.
Are you certain?
Also, I was from the mountains, so you
Yeah,
know.
he's not insulting his home. She's insulting my home.
Thought you were on a small island to the south of here.
Still part of this. It's basically this.
Yeah, the turtle's just taking offense for offense's sake. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine.
We should not steal other people's fences.
It's not
And
very
yes,
I
nice.
don't like the fences. I am
3 people with negative
speechless.
intelligence, everyone.
It's
This
fine.
isn't.
Oh, it's not me.
He's not dumb. He's dumb enough not to think about it, but wise enough to know you shouldn't steal.
I
uh,
mean,
so we're going to this one.
That is the plan.
We're
That
not-
was the
Unless we
plan
all-
that I heard.
Unless we fall in this tree and get thrown in the lava.
So
Let's
you
do it.
all are you make your way across the city in that direction through the fog, passing under the wall that runs through the city. And
thank you for playing ping pong with your icon,
You're welcome.
Hobble. I'm
Um,
just thinking of Master Roshi just like pew pew pew.
Good. That is the point. The gist.
So
have suddenly been
when
hit by
you
a case
come
of the
to
sleepies.
the place where
Severe
the
sleepies.
tree is shown on the map, you do indeed find a tree that stretches 50 or so feet across the river, and the trunk of which is wider than a man.
Like a human man?
Yes, like a human man. And you know, as you have become used to in the city, there are ruined buildings on both banks.
Ruined buildings! But are they absolutely ruined or just kind of ruined? Like somebody put too much money
A combination of
into
both.
terrible colors.
No, actually, structurally ruined.
Never mind, I found.
Sure.
Yeah, no, it's small green lizard with green jungle
know what it
background.
is.
It's very easy to miss.
Yeah, I couldn't. I
Okay.
finally found you. You're riding around
That
on
is a-
Gordon's shoulders.
It's alright.
Should we walk across?
I say the light ones go first.
I was
How much rope do we have still?
offered to cast spell. The spell that allowed us to walk last time.
Aye, that one.
Yeah, that one.
That sounds like a plausible thing
Walking
to do.
spells!
If we're walking on top of water and there's a current, what happens?
Spell says nothing about a current.
Okay.
Just don't.
You can walk on top of water. The currents are usually underneath the water. I mean, it flows, but it's not flowing fast enough that you
There's a
can't
cat
walk
right
across
there.
it.
Okay.
Kind of hoping that she falls off the thing again. Funny. Apparently didn't get hurt.
Do we want
It
to
was just
see
funny.
if the tree's stable, try to save the magic for later in case we need it, or do we just want to...
It's a group thing, isn't it?
It is. It is literally what it is there for cases like this.
Sounds like a smart idea then.
Whatever we do, we should do it fast.
What's that?
Okay.
It's good enough for me.
Nope, let's go.
And we must keep our guard up once we're across.
Didn't
You
realize
mean
we
you
let it down.
haven't been?
More than before.
How do you put the guard up past max?
Called
I lift
overclocking.
it up and hold them up above my head, like this.
I cast Water Walk.
Yep, this doesn't help. The fog. I still can't see anything through the fog, but sure, okay.
I want to see if I can make it across the tree.
You can walk across the tree. It doesn't like it's wider than like it's as wide as Warden is tall.
Okay.
So
I'll
you
walk
have no
across it, too.
difficulty walking across.
Yeah, then
Oh, I
we're
assumed it was
gonna-
slick or something.
yeah.
No. Tree, yay.
I was thinking shaky, not good.
I was thinking, oh, this is some sort of acrobatics challenge.
Nope. As
Y'all got plenty.
as the last one of you steps off the tree, shit, there's 6 of you, right?
There is.
Yordle, you get shot at with an arrow.
Awesome.
It hits. You take 6 piercing damage.
This is
Son
what
of a
I was-
bitch.
Roll
They
for
actually managed to
initiative.
hit you? Well, how?
They hit me in the armpit. It just kind of went in the hole, and all you get is like the bottom half of the arrow just kind of.
Oh no.
I mean, that's fair.
Literally lucky shot.
Yes.
Uh,
Alright, I'm gonna start yelling. Which one of you bastards shot me?
What
There's
shot you?
a check mark sitting on my character. I cannot. Okay, there, I got him out. Like, I couldn't get him to move because that check mark was just sitting on him in just the perfect way to screw with my whole world.
Wow, that crit roll.
Currently cursing about the fact that Great wrote it there. And you know it.
Let me
There's-
have this. I
there's
haven't
never
rolled
a
well on
bad-
initiative
Yeah.
all campaign.
There's never a bad time for a crit, but there are definitely better times for a crit. Like fighting stuff.
Give you
I
that.
mean,
Also-
you're not wrong.
Also, you are right.
Warden,
Wow.
Yes.
the thing
Didn't
you
even last a
saw
whole hour.
on the roof before,
Mm-hmm.
after you hear "ow" from Yordle, it moves and looks like it hopped across to another roof.
Can I still see it?
It crouched down again. You can't see it right now, but you saw it go across.
Ta-da! It's all moon and stars.
Your perception.
Looks shadowy, hard to tell, but like kind of like what if a leopard but a man?
Oh no.
Raksasha.
No, those are tigers.
I think, isn't there a couple variants?
Is this something I would know?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Let's see.
Let's check. That's
Yeah, history check, nature check.
I'll do nature.
It's a tabaxi.
Oh, I have not seen you in a long time.
In what?
Kitty people.
You know, I don't think I've heard of Tabaxi before.
These
Fairly
are.
recent.
I'd like to use my interaction to fasten some of the bust nuts onto an arrow, or one of the bust nuts onto an arrow, and fire
Okay.
that arrow in that direction.
Okay.
Bust a nut.
Fuck. Shit.
That's
Son
how
of
you
a
bust a
Biscuit
nut.
eating bulldog. Okay, there we go.
Fine, we'll
you
just ignore that.
Fire an arrow in that direction. Roll to attack with disadvantage because you can't really see him right now very well. There you go.
Wow.
So you don't crit, but you do hit.
Yeah.
Hot damn, buddy.
Okay.
Let's see.
Shot into the wrong campaign.
And you you see like there's light emanating from the top of that roof, and you can sort of see the outline of fur.
Nice.
Also, that was a cool idea. Take a inspiration.
I've been waiting to do that, honestly.
Have you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was my. I was like, I am going to use this with an arrow to do something cool, and I am very happy.
Lol.
Okay, it's cool. Yeah. Warden is not the only one busting a nut right now.
Apparently not.
Oof.
And I'm going to shout out and tell them that we are difficult prey, and they may wish to choose wiser.
Is that what you're gonna yell at your neighbors or in game?
Huh? What?
Sounds legit.
Yeah.
I mean, it does though.
Okay. Keeper, it's your turn.
Oh, all right. Let's see. I kind of scrolled and got away from our characters.
This is gonna be completely theater of the mind. I don't have a map for this. Sorry.
That's
okay.
Yeah, dude, you are fine. Going to do cast Bless on Warden, Finkelknob, and Shaggy.
Aww.
And let's do a level 2 and go for Yordle as well.
Blessed has a +1, right?
It's
It's
a
a
plus a
D4.
D4 to. Is it saving throws and attack rolls? Ability checks and attack
saving
rolls?
throw.
Attack rolls and saving throws. Okay.
Yep, I will use a second level slot for that.
Not use it on the turtle that forgot last time?
I marked. That's what the little yellow
Okay.
mark on y'all is for? Okay, you don't want it?
I
Alright.
don't want to waste a level 2 slot just because my dumbass can never remember to use the
Okay. Then level 1 then. And then turning around and flinging the spiritual weapon into where the shiny outline is,
Okay.
if it's close enough.
What's the range on spiritual weapon?
Spiritual weapon is 60 feet.
Yes, it's within 60 feet.
Okay.
It's at the edge of that 60-foot range. Okay, you hear "Meow!" But it's sort of like a raspy, like yeah, it's a raspy meow. I can't raspy meow, but that's what you hear. Roll damage.
Dang, almost max.
I know, right?
The creature stands up and is underneath all of your tokens, so you can't see it. Give me
shit.
a
You can
hot
move.
It explains how he was able to get a shot on us without us catching him first.
Yeah.
We were hiding him under ourselves.
This is like
Yeah.
the Skyrim thing where you crouch in the middle of a group and suddenly you're invisible.
Must have been the
total
wind.
sense.
Must have been the wind, as they have an arrow sticking out of their shoulder.
I love that part about that fucking game. You're like, really? Is that what it must have been?
Okay. Finkelknob.
How
About
far away is it?
about 50 feet away and on top of a roof.
Okay. Can I use my action to run to it and start climbing the side of
The building? Absolutely, yeah. Athletics check to climb the like crumbly rock. Yeah, absolutely. So you drag your way onto the roof and you see standing in front of you a leopard spotted tabaxi with gray around his muzzle and whiskers, wearing leather armor, holding a longbow, with a curved, wicked-looking short sword at his hip.
Okay.
He's about 10 feet away from you on top of the roof,
Okay.
and as he sees you, he takes a step back, looks to the next roof over, and you watch as he just leaps 10 feet in the onto the next roof, just like one big pouncing jump.
That was supposed to be.
And
Howdy
then turns
do,
back
let's get
toward
this
you
kitty.
and fires
But it came out as whatever the Russian lady.
longbow shot
Appreciate that.
and misses. No problem.
Bag of nails everywhere.
Well, that's fucking
be right
rude.
back.
On his so in a raspy old man voice in response to Warden's call of "We are difficult prey," he says, "And I am a skilled hunter."
Oh god.
In a raspy little old man voice.
Oh god.
And yet you were found.
Wow.
I mean, it did shoot
that's
before
a
we
great
saw it.
cast disguise there, Diashon. That's a great cast disguise there, Diashon.
Hi, lady. No.
Is
Arash.
that how kids do it?
50 feet
Alright.
away, now like 60 feet away, and on top of a separate roof from the one that Finkelknob is standing on.
Well, I was originally going to have Warden throw me, but that's not as good of a plan now. But I still kind of want to have him do it.
Get it? Yeet.
I mean, you could get yeeted onto a roof. It's not going to be the same one that What's His Nuts is on, but...
Is
What were
his
you going to say,
name
Pimps?
Bag of nails?
We should have planned that out because I have other plans for next turn.
Okay, well then, never mind. I'll just attempt to follow Finkelknob then. See how this goes.
Okay.
So athletics.
Yeah. Are we still doing the heavy armor thing?
No, I'm back in the studded leather.
Okay.
Nah, that was just for the one fight, and then I switched back out since we took a rest afterwards.
And your speed is what?
30.
Okay. So you can get up with 50 feet of movement. You can get up to Finkelknob's roof, and then with the last of that
I thought
movement,
the wall fell.
you can attempt to get onto that roof with an athletics or acrobatics check.
I will take athletics on this
It's
one.
doppelganger, and it's working as well because one looks totally different from the other.
Okay. It's not too early in the night for luck. That's much better. It was originally a 7.
Okay.
The new total is 23.
Yep, that's good enough.
I went from a 2 to a 17.
Okay, so you pull yourself onto the roof, standing next to Finkelknob.
Okay. And that was an action to get up there?
Yep.
Okay, then.
There you are.
Actually, I have
You might
magic now.
You have
Crap!
magic.
I have to I actually can prepare spells now. I didn't do that. Okay. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I didn't really prepare spells anyway because I only have like 3. That aren't.
That's
Anyway.
still 3 better than nothing.
Yeah.
Don't move.
Yeah, you know what? I'll bonus action Shield of Faith just because I apparently have magic back.
Okay.
So
Dude, you probably never,
Lost it?
yeah, I know, but still, it's fine.
Chronic anxiety.
So what?
It's
As you're casting, and you're calling upon Savris to protect you with a shield of faith.
Fake having performance anxiety. That's an interesting turn of phrase.
Gentle white light starts to suffuse from your armor, and you feel the god's blessing on you.
oddly comforting. Actually, no, very comforting. There's no oddly about it.
It's like a Jesus hug.
I mean,
Yay, Jesus.
Oh god. Anyways, God singeth through the tall one.
I see. That's good.
The Lord works in mysterious ways. Which one? Pick one.
Like you shimmying right
Because I am.
with a fork.
I mean, it really does ask the question.
That's a little bit better, I guess.
Yeah, that way if it
Check.
slides, it doesn't stab through his hand.
Yeah, some of those Christmas ornament things.
You're up, Daishon.
60 feet away from you, on top of a roof, there is a cat man that is slightly glowy.
Yeah, sure. But I need some sort of
He has post nut glow.
Yeah.
post-nut glow. But of course he does, because anything else would have been uncivilized.
Not pretty.
Probably violence.
Silence. He's making funny faces. I didn't want to mute it. While I threw up.
Okay, so, with the fact that it's shooting at us from a roof, problematic, pain in the ass. Oh god, but why though? I'm gonna hex it and screw with its dex.
Okay.
Nice, atmospheric.
Yeah,
Light
it's very, very shaggy.
Light. Light.
Waifu light is off.
I see this now. Sorry.
An extra d6 necrotic damage.
Trying to avoid
Disadvantage on ability
character can
checks
see
with
the
the
dark side.
chosen ability. Okay. The 18 hits and 13 damage.
No, because the necrotic too.
Plus 6, 18 damage.
And we said that the bless works on saving throws, but not like attack or damage or anything like that.
It's attack rolls and saving throws.
Ah, well. I doubt that a D6 was going to save that 8.
It's a d4. But
Definitely wouldn't save the 8.
It's a crit.
Yordle, my friend, my turtle.
I'm gonna try and pull this arrow out of my pit. Because
Speaking of which, it's been sitting there for a while, and I should have made you make a con save the first time.
I make a con save.
Con save.
That's a D20, isn't it?
It's a d20 plus constitution modifier. Plus proficiency if you're proficient in con saves, but I don't think you are.
No. That is a 9. 9!
Well, I have some bad news for you, my friend.
What's that?
No.
You did.
It does a lot
I'm
of
dead.
poison damage.
You also take 19 poison damage.
I'm dead. No, I'm not.
I was about to say, we slept.
I thought you said we slapped, and I was like, whoa.
I wasn't using
Spicy.
lethal.
I mean, I can always talk to him later.
That's a good point.
I don't know about that, actually.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know that you know Speak with Dead.
I do. Oh yeah, that's right.
Anybody know that you know Speak of Dead? Speak of Dead?
Literally
everyone-
everyone else.
Because
Find
you
it.
watched me pull the mimic, the not tiefling, not bard's body back
Right,
up
we did do
to
that.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm still gonna try and pull that thing out of my armpit. Because there's a thing in my armpit.
The long shot.
A thing in your armpit.
So, what do I roll to pull this thing out of my pit?
No, you can pull it out.
Oh, well.
You took the poison damage when I just forgot to that he had poison when because I hadn't pulled up his character sheet yet.
A pain in the ass, but reasonable.
Continual poison?
No.
Okay. I was about to say, I'm gonna burn through spells like butter.
Maybe not
It's
actually.
only on Pauladine.
Lay on hands can take care of poison too.
Yeah, but you're on a roof.
That's good. You need to be down here in order to do that.
No.
So you remove the arrow from your armpit as a free action, and then what?
I don't know. Crawl on a roof.
Okay.
What's
The same roof as Finkelknob and Araj, or a different roof?
if that's the...
That's not the roof that the Catman is on.
Oh, I know that. I
He's
don't want to be on the same roof as Catmandu.
Okay. Okay.
Is there a roof to the left or the right of the roof that the short twins are on?
Yes.
I want to go to the right one.
Okay. So
This one?
We're just kind of surrounding them in tokens. It's fine.
It's fine. Theater of the mind.
Theater
So you in front of Cube, in front of Finkelknob and Araj, having jumped to another roof, is the Tabaxi hunter, and then like y'all are making a triangle on roofs facing each other menacingly. What you make an athletics check to see if you can pull yourself up onto the roof without hurting yourself, or acrobatics is fine.
Athletics or what? Acrobatics?
Acrobatics. Yeah.
That's an 8.
The real dice are not being kind tonight.
The you attempt to haul yourself up the crumbly rock wall, and your claws slip, and you end up back on the ground.
Damn it, Cube.
I got nothing. I'm done.
Okay.
Pretty sure that took up all my moves.
It did. Warden.
How far is he from me?
You were closer than everybody else because you were going in front, telling everyone else to be careful. So he's on a roof, like 10 feet over you and like 30 feet away.
Oh, I can't quite make that. I still have line of sight to him?
Yeah, he's got half cover.
He's got half cover.
Yep.
And if I I'll hop up onto the roof with him. And
Okay.
Warden is like grinning, like shit-eating grin right now.
Okay.
Oh no.
This is 100% a game to him.
It's
Okay.
a game to him too, that's the problem.
It's a game of cat and slightly smaller cat.
Okay.
Bag of Nails is about 5 feet 5
Yes,
inches
long
tall,
shot. Yes, you did.
and like between the top part of his armor and the bottom part of his armor, he's got like like old man skinny cats that have their ribs. He looks like that.
Oh.
Good fucking god.
Any checks to climb up?
Athletics or acrobatics.
Where does this do a pull-up? He's like literally grabs the edge of the building.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, might be a little easier for him than other people.
We'll do acrobatics.
Okay,
14.
good enough.
Good enough. Okay.
Yep.
I will move as close to him as I can.
Okay, like how close? Like into his melee range?
Probably. Actually, no. I'll just make line of sight, and then I am going to cast ensnaring strike and take a shot at him with my bow.
Okay.
Was that for this?
Huh?
I heard Hobble say "damn it, Cube." So I
Yeah,
assume
god damn it, Q.
13.
Uh-huh. That misses.
That misses. Cool. I'll take my second attack.
Uh-huh. You miss again.
I miss again. Damn. Okay.
Wow.
Ensnaring strike stays up for 1 minute until I hit.
Or it's concentration, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't you have bless?
Next time on that first hit,
Is
you
there a
got
bless on?
bless.
Yeah.
Shit. Right. Okay.
I mean,
Thank you for the reminder, Kev. And I just like, just still grinning, still very much playing a game.
Okay. Keeper.
He's got
Not
creepy
a-
it giggle on his face.
I mean, he's got to have fun somehow.
An old man, read a book.
I'm
Is there something
going
wrong with
to.
Is there something wrong with him?
He does this when he's done this before.
Yeah, this is what he does when someone thinks they outmatch him.
Yeah.
So just about everybody? Shouldn't he be grinning all the time then?
Yeah, he's usually pretty good at hiding it, but he's confident on this one.
I will keep my pace with the group, essentially. I'm not climbing anything.
Grave Mom will not get on top. Oh, I should have thought of that. I should have. Never mind. I take back what I said.
You're taking it back and it's too late.
Grave Mama is more power bottom anyway.
Oh god.
Oh god!
I will keep running. 15 into 15.
Mm. And you can move it how far?
30 feet.
Okay. So you move it back into range, and attack again, but you miss.
Goody. And just for the hell of it.
Wisdom saving throw. Let's see how this goes.
It's too bad he's
By the way, how's it going?
It's too
Lon?
bad
How's
that
your
rolled
day?
like shit.
How's
I mean,
it going on up there?
yeah.
6 necrotic damage.
Had he taken damage? No, yeah, he got
Yes.
hit with an Eldritch Blast, didn't he?
Uh-huh.
and my scythe previously.
Right, okay.
And a, yeah. Okay.
Seriously,
Alright.
Angry gnome.
Anger Gnome is on roof, across from roof, which bears cat.
How far away is he now?
15 feet?
that's
But it's a 10-foot gap.
Don't
Fuck that, I'm raging
procrastinate.
jumping after him.
Go eat.
Okay.
So you can. I don't know what the hell rhymes with procrastinate.
Characters. Okay. This will have advantage. Oh, that's just a strength save.
If you don't have to make
I don't
a
have to
check
athletics
to
Okay.
do the for if you're doing a long jump, you can jump your strength score in feet as long as you back up 10 feet first.
Okay. So yeah, I can make.
Yep.
Okay.
Death.
I do what I want.
Death.
I do what I want.
I'm gonna hit him with a.
Drawing your face in your death.
Okay.
No. I'm gonna add bless to that. $13.
Nope.
Didn't think so. I'm gonna take my other attack. Reckless.
Okay.
Unleash.
There we go.
24 hits. Yeah. Okay. I was like 15. 6 damage.
Nope.
Okay, 9 damage.
There we go. I'll take that.
There we go.
That is a dirty ability, so we're clear. I love it.
You
should. It's terrible and awesome.
Bag of Nails looks at you, grins wolfishly, drops his bow, and draws the sword.
Okay.
He.
Kitty got claws.
And a sword.
Let's see. Okay. $15
That's a miss.
misses. Okay. And he's got multi-attack. 14 also misses.
He's got multi-attack even when he's using the sword?
Yes, he's got multi-attack only when he's using the sword.
Oh! If that's a magic sword, you should totally take it.
Implying we weren't going to take it even if it wasn't magic.
Okay, you have a point.
We don't have to kill him.
Sure about that?
Then you better get close quick, because...
The total's gonna give him
All
a
right.
great big hug.
So you can jump your strength modifier if you have...
If you have enough room to back up and run 10 feet, you can jump your strength modifier in feet.
And you said the gap is 15 feet?
It's 10 feet.
Okay, cool, because my strength modifier is 14. That math was not adding up for a moment. So...
Right between the two buildings.
Well, I had a plan, but I don't need to do that, so... Yeah, let's just do the jump.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to take 2 longsword attacks, and can I specify non-lethal now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just do 2 longsword attacks. I'm assuming someone's within melee with him, so...
I am.
Yeah. So... First one is... not great, with a 10.
You miss.
And the second one is a 23.
The 23 hits.
Alright, so that is max damage. So, only 10... Okay, 10 damage.
Okay.
Wow, these modifiers are sad on this character.
So you stab him, right?
Yeah.
He starts bleeding. He looks down and like kind of looks confused, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sheathes his sword and holds up his hands, his paws slowly, right? And says, all right. I guess your friend was right. I apologize for my insolence, and I'd like to offer you all some stew.
Can I hear that from off the roof?
Yeah.
It's gonna take more than stew to fix this, you jackass.
I mean, your call. What you do with that information. Shaggy, it's your turn.
He's standing down.
It is food.
But he shot me. Right here.
That's persuasion with disadvantage.
Yeah, but I don't actually know how much damage you took. I mean, I've seen you take an arrow before. I don't know about the poison uber damage that just happened. Just, you got out and you,
Yeah, I know that. That's why I'm just like, he shot me. It fucking hurts.
You know what? I will hold my action. And if he so much as looks cross-eyed at any of the fellas, I'll blast him.
Okay.
Oh, so we're clear. I don't just mean for the fight. I mean for the rest of the time we're anywhere near him.
Okay.
If he moves in a bad way, he dies, no matter whether we're in or out of initiative, essentially.
I can't guarantee his death, but I can guarantee shooting at him. If he tries anything. It's a key and important difference.
It is.
Mm-hmm. So, rest of the turn order, Yordle.
Fine.
You're standing. You're standing at a building like a few feet back from where he is, on the opposite side of the building, and you tried to climb up and slid back down.
Yeah.
And then you hear him go, "I guess you're right.
And
you
then
all are
I yelled out,
difficult
but you
prey."
shot me. And he didn't say anything to that. And Shaggy was
he's
like,
looking at he's more occupied with the ones who are stabbing him.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you know, the lizard that's got a long sword in his ribs, that's kind of...
You could still say something. You had enough time to be like, okay, you was right.
What I think is great is the fact that he turns around and said something like he had the barefaced audacity to look surprised when the blade went into his flesh. He's like, my God, sharp things enter and they hurt. Like, ow.
I just saw the damage on the rolls against me.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, no. That poison damage is nasty.
But the thing is, I still don't know there's poison damage. Otherwise, I'd keep fucking killing him. So we're clear.
Yeah, like, I didn't say anything about the poison damage. I just said, holy shit, you bastard, and gotta have more than soup. I'm just gonna, because I'm not gonna try and climb that fucking wall again. My armpit hurts like god-awful crazies. And I'm kind of like half T-Rex now, because this arm is like,
As you do.
T-Rex arm, you say?
You know, one arm like this and one like this. I have a big head and little arms. I don't think this plan was thought through.
That was a great moment in that movie.
It's one of my top 5 favorite movies.
It's just gonna yell up at him again, like, you gotta do better than fucking soup, you jackdaw daffodil.
Jackdaw
Do you got any
daffodil.
bandages, you twat?
I do in my home. If you would like to come by for soup and bandages, that's okay.
Do you routinely attempt to murder people who travel through the area? Is this a thing?
I've never failed to murder people who travel through the area before.
Now I'm just gonna point out, dear lawful
And I just
people-
do a mad, like, scramble up the I can't get up the thing. I'm not trying actively. I'm just, you know, like when a cat's trying to get into the house and the screen door is closed.
By the way, can we just point out the fact that he did actively admit to the fact he murders people?
I mean, most of the
We have
people that have
failed
probably
before.
been through the city have tried to kill him on sight, so, you know.
He didn't say he defended himself. He said he murdered them.
So I already made my attack.
So Yordle's not climbing up. Warden, it's your turn.
And we've
I'm
already
voting.
parlayed with a necromancer. I mean, I'm not not necromancer, lich.
That's Warden's
sounds
whole
cheerful.
turn, as he just gloats the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I spend my turn
Keeper?
voting.
BRB.
What kind of gloating?
Some kind of gloating.
Quiet.
All right.
Smug.
So I
Smug,
got
superior gloating, where he's
contract.
just
Okay,
It's
so
like-
not like
that's-
actively gloating.
No,
You
just
didn't
like-
say anything.
The grin kind of closes into just like a knowing
know
smile,
how
and he
it
just
works.
kind of crosses his arms and.
So you're
Like a-
staring at him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm imagining
So-
like
That's
a
why,
dad
yeah,
at a soccer
thumbs
game
lights.
watching their son score a goal.
So Bag of
Wow.
Nails kind of turns over and looks at you over his shoulder and goes,
I don't know you
and then
before.
puts his
Fuck
paws
something
back up. I mean, to be fair, there's 6 of you.
It's always better to hunt in party.
I'm a lone hunter.
Are we parlaying?
If you like, yes.
I heard something about he murder people.
Likely to survive.
I'm a hunter.
That is like calling sky blue.
Wait, do you mean you eat people?
I'm not turtle soup.
People? I mean, not people exactly.
I'm not turtle
Hey.
soup, you jacket.
Turtle soup is delicious.
Fuck you.
Comes with its own bowl.
Warden!
It comes in its own
Sorry.
bowl.
I'm gonna kill him, and then I actually do try and jump up the side of the building.
Oh, make an athletics check or acrobatics.
Just
Don't fuck me over.
Or do it'll be.
I'm about to roll
Wait,
that
hold on.
one.
Hobble, I have channel points. Hold on a second.
Too late. Already rolled it. Hate it for you. 17.
17's good enough. You can climb up the roof you're on. Now that's not the roof he's on, so you all are on opposite sides.
So with a 10-foot backup, you can make the jump.
I mean, he just kind of looks at you and giggles.
Am I? Wait. That's my movement and an action, isn't it?
No, just it's part of your movement to climb.
Cool. I'm gonna try and shoot him.
Jesus Christ.
You miss, and he says, "That's not very sporting."
Fuck you! Neither you shoot me in the armpit with a poisonous dart. That thing fucking hurts, and now you're talking about
That
eating
was
it?
hunting.
Fuck you! And so is this!
And so is this.
Okay. There's clearly some
Turtle is
tension
my
here.
new favorite thing.
I'm sorry, what?
No, go
What'd you
ahead,
say?
Vince.
Yeah.
Triggered turtle is my new favorite thing.
Okay.
Triggered? Did you
What
say
were you
triggered?
saying? Yeah.
There's clearly some tension here.
Mm.
Let's just breathe for a second.
I'm breathing, I think. I mean, it looks like it. I'm bleeding a little too, but
Yeah.
that's beside the point.
That's a side effect of swords. They do
I
that.
hope you bleed out, you inbred puss face.
It's not a nice
So-
way to talk about someone's family when they offer to feed you dinner.
You did shoot her first.
Yordle?
I'm
Yordle, I
confused.
swear to
Are
God,
we eating or killing?
I hope you take a level in Bard because your vicious mockery is on point.
I may be slightly
On
mad.
point.
Hobble may have plans for Yodel the turtle at some point.
Yodel.
I just gotta survive this, otherwise there will be no yodel.
I
Anyway.
suppose Yodel the turtle could make an appearance if you die in this campaign.
No, it won't. Because if there is no yordle, there is no yordle eggs, and there is toidle. No more toidle. The lineage
So-
is dead.
So,
Twiddle.
It doesn't have
Yodel.
to be your kid. It could be your cousin or something. It's fine.
That's
Yodel. Yodel. Child of Yordle.
exactly. Calf gets it.
All
I
right.
just give him that. If I get near him,
So-
I might choke him out.
Okay, I'm gonna stay between the turtle and the tabaxi.
Pretty easy to do,
I'm like 3
considering
feet
there's-
tall, so that's gonna do literally nothing.
Considering there's still a building between all of you.
There is.
So there's shadow gathered in my hand. I'm just waiting to figure out if we're killing him or not.
I mean, we're
Since
talking.
no one is letting me know, I guess I have to drag my ass up here.
I was just gonna make him come down, but
There seems to be standoff.
A turtle
Surrendering,
and
he
sand
dropped his weapon.
standoff.
Well, there seems to be a turtle wanting a new scarf.
So what are we doing with this?
Right now,
Kill
Are
him.
we being a bunch of amoral bastards, or are we gonna take the guy up on his offer of food?
like, out of the game for a second, we can be both amoral and take him up on the soup.
I mean, I don't see why not to take him up on the soup.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not like the last person we ran into that tried to feed us almost fed us people or anything.
I mean, it might be people.
I mean, I heard they taste just like chicken, so I'm for.
Yeah, it's only cannibalism for one person here. It's fine.
Right now, I want to kill him. Speaking as Yordle will get near him and try and claw his face off. Because if you remember the last cat thing they ran into, stuck their paw in the shell, swiped their nose, and then the one after that tried to kill them for feeding the kittens.
Yordle, not a cat person apparently.
No.
Well, when you have to deal with the Kamadans and everything, I mean, I can understand.
Yeah. So we're taking him. Are we taking him up on the soup?
I think we should take him up on it. I also don't think we should let down our guard.
No, that's a definite. But
Yeah.
I mean, free soup.
So I think we're taking these for now and take his weapons. And
He shrugs and says, I can respect that. I'm sorry for the misunderstanding. I didn't understand that you're also hunters. My name is Bag of Nails.
My name is Warden.
I'm sorry, your name is what?
Bag of Nails?
Should be more like bag of dicks.
They're not very good for hunting with,
Bag of
unless
anuses.
you hunt a different kind of creature.
Real quick. Apparently, my dog got stuck on the deck, but I want to ask. I don't recognize his sword by any chance, do I?
You do not. I can
Okay.
show you an image of what it looks like, though.
Yes,
Hang on.
sword image.
I am also curious, and then I got to go get my dog unstuck.
Go
from
get the
apparently
dog.
our
It'll
deck.
take me a second.
Okay.
Sure. Then you have yours, and I'll get some later. It'll be fine.
I'll be right back.
There's a trail of dogs.
Adorable child.
Do you have one of those salami snacks?
No.
Yeah, you totally do.
Daggos. So much cheese.
Ooh, that's a nice weapon. Stab him with it.
Ooh, hello, Chris.
Can you just point out the fact that it's dripping green ooze?
How else are you going to tell if it's poisoned?
Is it poisoned?
Yes.
It's poisoned.
Everything
Is
he
it
owns
poisoned,
is
or is
poisoned.
it magic and poisonous?
Give me a high five. Yeah, good boy. Give me a high five.
It's like I will high five forever if I get cheese cubes.
5-minute break. I have to pee.
Okay.
Don't fall in.
Lay down. Down. Speak. Your turn. Speak. Try so hard.
Oh, Pan's got a deep one. Got a deep.
Yeah,
Yo,
he
no.
sounds like a freaking basset hound when he gets going.
Yeah. He goes. Oh.
He's like, no.
Go.
Go. I swear I've shown you video of them reacting to a tornado Siren test.
You can do it. Here, does cheese help? Help motivate?
Cheese helps everything.
Does cheese help everything?
Oh.
I thought that was dog Pims.
Oh.
These little wolves. Go. Ow.
I don't know about this.
Ow!
He's like, there's not cheese in that.
So,
Let's make a
the way to
fist
work
and
out
his butt
stuff you want to do yours. Plug headphones on the controller. And you can mute the TV.
You guys want circle? Circle. Yeah, look at that.
Phones. The ones
That's
right
why y'all
there.
come to my stream, because you get Corgos. Random Corgo. And Pondo being a random idiot in the back.
Yeah, they've got corgis.
I love you. Corgi.
Hmm.
Puck and Pan.
They were like, what? Wait, food.
No, actually, high five. There you go. High five. Fingers off.
That curl around of... yes? No one said you could stop feeding me.
I just love how he jumps. Give a high five. Good boy.
They are good boys.
Loaves.
Okay.
Oh, the sausage is mine.
So, Bag of Nails says, Warden said, introduced himself. Did anyone else, or is everyone else just still?
Okay, my dog's an idiot.
I mean, I called him a bag of dicks. More like also a bag
I
of
caught
anuses.
that much.
And then I don't think anyone had said anything after that.
That's a cool looking sword, though. It's a Chris. With poison.
How do you know the sword's name, Chris?
Yeah.
It might be a Michelle. Don't judge it.
Yeah, jeez.
Did I actually miss anything, or?
No.
No, I went pee.
And
That's what
I
you
found yogurt in the bathroom, apparently.
The yogurt was in the kitchen. Thank you very much. Also, I
toilet
apparently.
yogurt.
Oh no, that's what number 3 is.
Also, I apparently these are really good, and I only bought a 4-pack because I wasn't sure that they were really good, and I'm gonna need to buy a lot more of these because they're very high in protein, delicious, and not sweetened with artificial sweeteners.
Hey, Minion.
And
Are those
only 100
Okios?
calories.
Hi, Minion.
It's
I said Hobble says hi, Minion. Hello.
I assume it's
the
Greek
store
yogurt.
brand Greek yogurt,
Yeah.
sweetened with stevia.
I don't have hands, but hi.
I don't have hands, obviously, in the picture.
Steak said hi. Also commenting on the fact he has no hands because he refuses to show anybody what he looks like.
It's a bit at this point.
You accept rapper hands?
I like
Whoop! Wrong thing.
Asian sauces.
Yeah, great. It goes well with Chris.
No, this is what I was trying.
Eehee. Popo.
Popo.
Popo do a woo.
Wow. That is a lot of awoo.
That
right
is
there.
a basset hound.
For a
That
little
is
bit.
again.
For a little bit, it sounds like the screaming chicken meme.
Yeah.
That one's Puck. The one that just kind of peters out at the end.
The one that looks back nervously.
Yeah,
Puck
that's
is just
Puck.
like, I don't
That-
know why Pan is like this. He's just yelling. I don't know. I don't understand.
He's
So-
adopted, right?
Technically, they both are.
Anyway,
No, don't tell them that.
If everyone is going to, cease with the stabbing, my friends call me Nails. I haven't had one of those in. I don't know how long it's been, to be completely honest with you.
Never. Don't tell a lie. You've never had one because you're a dick. They don't call you Nails because you're a dick.
Yordle? Please.
We've had a lot of stuff try to kill us, so.
Yordle just
I-
sits down and...
I understand you holding a little bit of a grudge. My arrows are sharp. I'm a hunter.
They're also poisoned, you twat.
I'll use the tools available to me.
Why would you eat poisoned meat?
It was a good question. I was going to ask the same thing.
I don't eat the poisoned parts.
Spreads, you dumbass. This is why
They
you're
don't
like
live
this.
as fast
long
as you
enough for
think.
that, mostly.
Oh my god, all this food.
So
Well, let's go get
Sorry. Yeah.
let's go get some soup then, because he offered
Sure.
soup.
And
As
bandages.
long as we're all going to put away our sharp, pointy things,
You're not really in a leveraging position.
Yeah.
I did promise you stew, didn't I?
And
Do I have stew?
bandages.
I think I have stew.
And bandages.
Bandages. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna get down off this roof now, and we can go to the basement of that building over there, where I keep my things
Nothing
and
wrong has ever happened
my
in the
stove.
basement.
I'd offer to
That was
heal
not
Yordle, but I'm
that
pretty
was
sure.
Hobble.
Yeah, I'd offer to heal Yordle, but I have the feeling they'd be like, "No, I'm staying injured out of principle right now."
Who do you think I am, you small lizard? I am not you and your. I'm not you and your false sense of. I'm a good one. I'm pissed off.
Okay, do you want healing or not?
Yes. I was gonna say no
okay.
because he has to pay for it, but then I was like, no.
I mean, I'm not gonna be able to do the full damage you took, but I can give you some.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do. I don't know. What's a good number? 10 lay on hands. How is that?
That's great.
Cool.
You mean 10 uses of lay on hands or 10 points from lay on hands?
10 points.
Continue.
Yeah. No, I can technically, if I want to give 1 hit point pickups, I can do it 25 times.
so
But
he leads you into the through a little hole in this the foundation of one of the nearby buildings into what is basically like a slightly drippy basement with a bedroll and some scattered belongings and a little cook fire with some stew cooking in the pot. And he invites you all to sit down and gets down bowls. He doesn't have enough. He only has 4.
It's fine. I will abstain. I am good.
I'll also skip out, but bandages don't on.
He gives you some linen bandages. He's like, right, I forgot. And like combs his whiskers back. I had it slipped my mind for a moment.
Bet a lot of that does.
And
Call me paranoid.
I mean, last NPC you met in the game did actually poison you guys, so...
Technically, you weren't an NPC, you little shite.
And didn't poison me. All I know is that they weren't feeling so good, and I took care of the problem.
By Eldritch blasting its face off.
It worked.
Yeah.
Calf left.
Do I get anything from those bandages?
You can make a medicine check to apply them to yourself, but I mean, they're not special or anything.
Nat fucking 20.
Nice.
With medicine plus is 22.
Okay. Hang on.
It'll be the only 20 I roll for the next, like, 3 times.
It's fine.
You didn't use your points yet, did you?
No.
Okay, good. Because I was like, if you did...
You can have 3 hit
show
points
up.
back.
Well,
Something.
yep. 30 is better than 17.
I don't think that math adds up.
It doesn't not add.
You said 30 is better. I mean, 30 is better than 17.
So,
What I was asking.
Bag of Nails gets up and excuses himself to he says, I gotta use the little kitty's room. And,
Which thing? Which thing is it?
hang on.
Trust issues.
I mean, considering
So we watch him because he's
what
gonna
we have?
sneak off and he's gonna fucking try and stab us from behind or something.
My friends.
He's outside at this point. He went to go use the little kitty's room.
Do not eat.
I would like to use my eyeballs.
Do not eat.
What do you want to use your eyeballs at? To
Does
see
this
whether
room-
he's actually using the little kitty's room?
No.
Fetish.
Does this room appear to be trapped in any way?
Not that you can perceive. Like it looks like his bedroom and
Okay.
living space.
See, here's the thing. It is. I don't know if there's actual traps, but that has poison. That has poison. That has poison. That has poison. And your food all has poison.
Ah.
But I
cast
stayed this time.
protection from poison on myself real quick.
Please don't eat
All
that.
the soup is mine.
Oh.
Does he have a bowl for
I step out the front door.
And I keep eating.
Does he actually have a bowl for himself?
He does.
Is it poison?
No.
I swapped my bowl for.
Okay.
We're really doing this. All right.
I'm doing that. Yeah, he tried to poison the whole group.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm just gonna be eating my soup when he comes out.
I lean over to Finkel and go, he's going to shit himself when he sees this.
He might do more than shit himself.
It's gonna be like a scene out of
If we're
Dreamcatcher.
lucky.
He comes back down and he like is whistling to himself, right? And then he sees all of you and reaches for a sword that isn't there. Hey, who are you?
Oh my god, it's Dory of the Murder Cats.
What? Get out of my house! What the hell?
You literally just invited us in there.
He got the.
That's bullshit.
No, you did like. Did you?
Look
Did
at
you?
your stomach.
Yeah, did you forget the part where I stabbed between your fourth and fifth rib? Because, I mean...
You have been
This is
here.
not the kind of surprise I expected.
You have.
He starts
like you're.
brushing his whiskers again. And
It seems like you're tired. Here, come here. Have some soup.
Oh.
Now I feel bad about the soup thing.
he sits down and starts eating.
Poor cat man has dementia and we just poisoned
What's this wee shit, Kimosabi?
On a technical level, he poisoned himself.
And he's scratching his head and says, "You really did. I was gone for 10 minutes and
P. Does he also have kidney stone? Oh my god, we're killing an old man with kidney stones and dementia.
You don't have to be old to have kidney stones.
That's why I just said an old man with.
Some of mine are 200 years old.
Oh my god.
Okay,
I
well,
didn't
now
know
we're...
that.
I've been in this damned city too long."
Obviously.
Have you named them?
Talking about kidney stones or
Yes!
Yeah, I'm waiting for Warden to answer this question.
No, I haven't seen them long enough to carve them.
Alright.
Okay. I feel like we can have another conversation.
How long have you been in this city, old man?
Yes, please.
Not you, old man. That old man, and I point at the cat.
2 years? 3?
What did you look like when you first got here?
I am Bag of Nails. I always look the same.
When was the last time you saw yourself? Buttercups.
And, well, truly, I came in search of my son. But also the navel of the moon.
Okay, I just missed a whole lot because my whole computer froze, and then something about the moon's belly button, and...
Nope, you didn't miss anything, actually.
It
and
said,
for his son.
yeah, I came in search of the navel of the moon. Well,
I
and
reach
truly
over
for
and
my son.
cast protection from poison on him.
I was just about to tell him.
Wuss.
Our old man likes to randomly touch people. Fine. So,
Is it though?
it's fine. Shh. So wait, you came here looking for your son and the moon's belly button.
I mean, as long as it's not Papa Joe levels of creepy, you're fine.
Can I insight check real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Survey says.
As far as you can tell, he believes himself to be telling the truth.
I hate your wording. I hate
That's
the
a
way you word
very
things.
weird wording.
You suck.
That's the truth. The insight check lets you know whether he thinks he's telling the truth or not.
Yeah.
Does restoration cure Alzheimer's?
God,
Oof.
Is it confusion and befuddlement? Or would that be remove curse? Either way, I've got him.
Well, his senility is naturally occurring, though. I'm not sure whether you can cure it or not. He says, "Do you know the navel of the moon?"
No.
Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man.
Does he live on Drury Lane?
Who of the group would even have a chance of hearing of this thing?
Definitely Yordle.
Who
I
else?
Does not have ability.
That's about it, honestly.
Okay.
Maybe it's the fact that I got shot in the pit by a poisonous arrow, but the navel of the moon sorta sounds familiar. I'm a little fuzzy on it right now, though. So, maybe if we
Did you
keep
make a history check?
talking to him, it'll jar my memory. Maybe. I don't know. Just keep him talking.
Keep talking and no one dies from poison?
Bless you. I love this dice.
What's your
My history is a 4. A nat 20 plus 4 is 24.
Oh, okay.
Holy
So-
shit.
The Navel of the Moon is an artifact from Chult,
Mhm.
said to be carved from a fallen chunk of the moon. It's a polished stone egg that was given or sorry, not from Chult. It was given to the Omuin ruler by the ruling Silpasha of Kalimport.
Those are some
And
words.
it's said that anyone who holds the ruler at the time who was given this gift was a sailor by trade, and it was said that anyone who holds that stone, the Navel of the Moon, could find his way home to his or her loved ones. That's the story of the Navel of the Moon,
I mean,
right?
it does sound like a lovely story.
So it's a magic compass. It's the compass from Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's
So I came to the city because I was told it might be here. And I want to find my son, but I've failed in every respect, honestly, to find what I was looking for and to find my son. And at this point, I am an old man who can remember not much more than his own name. I want to die a hunter's death. That's the best I can hope for now. And his, like, he like a tear forms in the corner of his eye, and he swipes it away, like, quickly, with a claw out enough to scratch his cheek, and then go, fuck. Sorry. And then he looks away distantly for a minute and turns back and says, what was I saying?
heavy shit.
Hmm.
So
Ow, my face.
yeah, you gotta be careful with your claws there.
They could use a trim, but then they'd be less sharp. I'm a hunter.
I figured that out. It's some good soup that you're eating. At least it smells good, because obviously I'm not eating any. What do we do about
Very
the
tasty.
old man? I whisper this to whoever is the closest one sitting next to me.
1.
No, 2. So, how long have you been looking for this? And where's your son supposed to be? In the city?
No, not in the city. But if I found the Navel of the Moon, I'm sure I could find him. There's no one, there's no one on Toril I love more.
How old was your son when you lost him?
He's a strapping young lad. 30s.
Huh. An expedition to find this? Or you came here to find him, or to find the navel so you can find him?
He's done a lot of different kinds of work. He's done many things. I don't remember what he was doing the last time I talked to him. But
So
I know
last
if I
time
found
you-
the Navel of the Moon that I could find him. There's no one on Toril I love more.
I'm gonna lean over to Yordle. Ask his son's name. I don't want to talk because last time I talked it was a lich.
That is incredible. That is great.
I can't fight that logic. What's your boy's name?
Thunder. 7 Thundercloud.
Thundercats, ho.
Sight beyond sight. All right.
Say that again. It's Thundercat. Thunder. Say that again.
Thunder. His name is Thunder. 7 Thundercloud. The day he was born, there were 7 thunderclouds.
That's some really sharp eyes you got there to notice 7 specifically. They all kind of run together for me. So sharp-eyed hunter you are.
Or
It's important to pay attention when you're hunting.
You
It
should know
is.
that word.
I noticed him, did I not?
After he shot me,
I warned you of him before we crossed the river.
you said to be hyper aware of everything, not specifically him.
And? Were you aware?
I was very aware once he shot me.
Perhaps try to be aware earlier?
I shot him. I didn't shoot him.
Yeah, you shot me.
Bullshit.
No, not bullshit. Armpit. You know,
My ribs hurt. What? Sorry, I don't normally say stuff like that out loud.
your ribs hurt, my pit hurts. We're the same.
I want to tap him on the shoulder and at least heal my injury to him, if I can. I'm just like, I feel bad at this point. Small lizard feels bad. I did 9, so I'm gonna give him 10 just because it's easier on me to keep it like that.
feeling like I should have killed him right away.
No one need healing from me though. I only have 25 of these.
That feels better, thank you.
Alright.
I'm tapped out as well.
So, how about this?
I'm good.
Since you've been looking so hard for your son Thunder, was it?
Yes, that's his name. Did I tell you that?
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Do you know him?
No.
No, I have not run into anybody named Thunder yet. At least not here. I've run into people named Thunder. You know what? That's beside the point. That's a back history we don't really need to go into right now. Point is, how about we help you for the navels of the belly buttons?
I'm sorry, we're gonna what now? You remember the part where we're trying to save the world, right?
Yeah. But if he knows around here...
Going to...
How do you go from I'm gonna kill him to let's help him?
Shaggy?
Easy.
I mean,
go to the
I
next
heard
temple.
help him.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
He said it was in the palace, right?
I don't remember him saying where it was at.
I thought he said there was an idea of it in the palace.
It was in the palace once, but I looked there and I didn't find it. I checked there in the first year that I was gone, but one of the people I spoke with here told me once that they thought it was taken into the tomb.
Which
The tomb.
Oh.
The tomb of the 9 gods.
Okay,
Could
this is
you
Hobble asking.
Show
Is
us?
that the one we're going to?
Yes.
That's the one that we're
it
trying
is.
to do.
It's also the one that the small
To the
lizard has been
palace?
told is named the Tomb of Annihilation.
I could
No, the
take you to the...
tomb.
I don't know where it is.
Well, how about this? We're going to a tomb, so why don't you come with us, and we'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You know what that means. You're a hunter, so we'll to the tomb that we're going to, and it might be the right one. You help us, and we
Okay.
help you.
That sounds good. Even if it doesn't end well, that would be a hunter's death.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could do that.
You should finish your soup first.
Okay.
You're still upset about getting shot, aren't you?
Just a bit. But I know he's protected from poison because I watched Warden do that, so I'm not, like, concerned.
Eat your soup.
Shaggy, in the meantime, is
Vegetables.
Shaggy's looking at everyone chewing away.
I feel like Shaggy's abyssal pit that is his stomach will just poison and just keep eating it.
I'd offer him
While I
stew,
agree
but
with
I'm
you
afraid
in
the
theory-
bowl in my hand would go with it.
Like in theory, I agree with you, but in reality, I have no perks for resisting poison.
Oh.
I took mobility related instead.
Wait, so who has this guy's weapons right now?
There you
Pickle
go.
knob.
No, he's got dementia and he's forgetting who things are every 30 seconds. If he has this in his hands, he might go, "Oh, I shouldn't kill those people."
I thought you were writing that for yourself. I got all misty-eyed and shit. No. Just a good tactical advancement.
A picture. This is great. I haven't had anybody draw me a picture since Thunder was small.
And now we're all sad again.
Oh,
Yep. And Calf is summoning food demons in my chat, apparently.
It's like the duck with a knife, only food-based.
So wait, would this take about an hour for us to keep looping back around? So could we count that as a rest?
Yes.
Short rest.
Do I get
Yes.
How do I get these?
We can use health dice on short rests, can't we?
Yes.
Yes.
Health dice.
You guys take damage?
Shut up, Warden. I'll shave you in
When
the
do I
night.
When do I get my lay on hands back? Is that long? Is that a short rest thing or is it a long rest thing?
Good enough for me.
But if I go with you to find the tomb,
Cube.
who will guard the bridge?
What is the purpose of guarding the bridge?
Well, it seemed like the kind of place a hunter would guard.
Since when do hunters guard? Guards guard, hunters hunt.
Yeah.
Hunters wait for prey to go through the sort of area that they all go through.
Yeah, but there's no prey.
That's bridges, and there's lots of prey.
Yeah, but not worthy prey. Just killing to be killing. That's not a good hunter.
Worthy prey. Well, I couldn't take him by myself. The King of Feathers is worthy prey.
King of
what?
Feathers.
Is he like into foreplay? Like what? What is?
Yordle.
Look, he's
I
an
mean-
old man. He knows what he's doing. He's got a kitten.
At a guess, though, he's wearing a flower or a feather crown.
or he's a bird.
So
He
I
is
mean,
wearing a feather crown.
So am I.
That's on your butt.
you know.
Shouldn't you change your loincloth by now?
Let's see.
It's just beginning to develop character.
the cat bag of nails.
What do you mean?
Tabaxi bag of nails. Who's an
too
old
bad
man with
we don't have
Alzheimer's. Tried to kill us.
prestidigitation.
Shot me in the armpit
As
and poisoned me
you
real
older.
bad. And then
As you all sit for a while, you hear again that rumbling roar sound,
we took him back to his
and
house
Bag of
after
Nails
he invited us. Found
smiles
out he has Alzheimer's,
wistfully and
and now he's
goes,
telling us about his
King of Feathers is on the
one
hunt
kid.
again.
named Thunder. Seven
Okay,
thunderclouds.
What is King of
What is it?
That has feathers?
All right,
My
so it
God,
sounds.
What
Wait, is this?
birds do they have here?
Is that a sentient thing?
He takes a stick and starts drawing a picture in the mud of the floor, right? And says, King of Feathers is big. Great prey, but a single hunter my size can't take the King of Feathers on.
Oh my god!
And he draws something with a big head and little arms and feathers.
Feathers. Of course there are feathers. You know, I saw the feathers
T-Rex.
start coming. Feathers.
T-Rex
Or
with
some rock.
feathers.
I mean, to be fair, we don't know if T-Rex actually had feathers or not.
Fair.
I'm guessing a rock.
Can
The
I-
bird,
can
not,
I
the,
ki-
not the mineral.
I want to just kind of poke my head out, not leaving the building. Is the fog still there?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm guessing you can't really see anything.
Mm-mm.
Okay, worth checking.
That's when a gray Meg showed up. A white Meg showed up.
That'd be impressive, given we're landlocked.
Exactly.
So obviously his image is not this high res, right? Because reasons. And it's drawn with a stick in mud. Something like this.
It's Angie? Hey.
Oh, so T-Rex is the mullet. Great.
With a feather mullet.
Oh my god. Is it a fullet?
Does it have no regrets tattooed across its chest?
No, it's a shitty arm tattoo with one of those like big dogs with anthro dogs with the crossed arms and shit.
Do its knuckles say life and death?
It's only got 3 fingers, so probably not.
DETH.
Yeah, it's LYF and DET.
DED.
DE dead.
Dead.
LIVDED.
Live. Dead.
D&D
Shit.
Sharknado. Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Oh god, no.
That's
no.
not easy prey, he says.
Yeah, that's...
The Bule storm.
You go for it. So you
Does
either go
he-
home or go home, do you? Just either...
Does he come down to Omu frequently?
He lives here, but he has his own territory.
Where
Smart
is-
hunters stay out.
Where is that?
The northwest of the city.
Oh, the Coliseum-looking area.
Well, it is Flavor Town of some kind.
Hopefully it's not Flavor Town of us.
No, it's Flavor Town of local adventurers.
Again. Not Flavor
Hey,
Town of us.
not to be that guy,
Hmm.
we have a temple up there to go to still.
We have multiple.
Like that first one we passed, though, that we didn't know we were supposed to go in. It's still up there.
What,
So-
the one that's fucking submerged?
No,
no,
number
the
12.
one that has fucking monkeys. You guys walked up to the obelisks. They screamed like monkeys, and you walked away.
Yeah.
Like, nope, none of
It
that.
was just kind of like, we don't need to be here. Turns out we did.
Oh!
Yeah,
Oh,
nope, bad
shite.
thought.
You mean up in that area?
Yeah.
I was
That's
thinking
where-
the water.
No. So we're going to have to go back that way eventually, so that's fine.
My young friend.
Isn't that where... No.
We
Oh my
have
God,
some...
Comparatively, that's all of us.
I think he's trying to be nice.
Or it just like stares at Finkel and like blinks confused.
I know I'm old. It's okay.
We have some business to attend to in this part of the city first, but if you wish for fulfillment, perhaps you wish to travel with us. We hunt mighty game.
We hunt mighty
Wow.
gay.
I mean, that's.
I feel like
that's-
I need to leave. Oh boy.
Listen, there are
perhaps-
different types everywhere, and it's not very nice to be judgmental. Okay, I know I'm old.
Please, on spring break.
A dead
I'm
ass.
just kidding. I'm kidding.
Perhaps you may find what you desire, of your many desires, by coming with us.
Many desires.
He strokes his chin and says, I have been stagnant here for a long time.
It is good for a hunter to change their territory from now and then.
It's a very interesting offer.
Been offered in 2 different
But-
ways. Pick it.
But I don't think the turtle man trusts me.
Not a man. 1 and 2. I don't really think any of us trust you. 3, you probably don't trust us. But we want to help.
You proved your value in battle. I understand that. I understand your prowess. I respect you.
Respect
So
and
we
trust
were-
are 2 different things, and you know that.
That's true.
So
But it's the right first step.
yeah. But I get the feeling you didn't earn our trust just because suddenly respect our prowess in fights, survival, or whatever you want to call it. So how about you take him up on his offer and we go do this thing together?
Okay.
Going first.
We came this way to go to the temple that was closest to the lava lake that's not in the middle. So, probably there.
That one's not a temple.
Okay, then the one to the north of us.
So this one right here, not a temple, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Little X on that.
Thank you,
little
Cube.
S, little...
No, that one was actually me.
Oh lord.
Thank you,
Well,
Steak.
While we're here, can we see if there's an easy, convenient way to the one in the middle of the lava?
There's
Sure.
not going to be one.
I mean,
you
there
know
might-
this.
I know.
So
Actually-
you walk to the edge of the cliff. Then is that what's happening?
Before we do that, maybe we should ask him since it's in his territory.
Has Yeet learned anything about standing next to cliffs? People they don't.
Yeah,
No.
not too close. I mean, you know.
I've got the rope.
Okay, no.
I've got the last rights.
I mean, if you want to make an omelet.
It's too early in the night for an I hate all of you. No, it's not.
No,
We've
it's
been playing
not.
2 hours.
So.
No.
Wait, does he tell us that? Please tell me he told us that in a whisper of that's not a temple.
Mm-hmm.
Just leans over and just temple. Shit.
Mhm.
So
Sorry, I had like the one fucking cowlick on the side and was bugging the shit out of me.
is your little hair braider not working on that?
That's actually a good point. Where is my hair braider?
Your hair braider's hanging out.
Hanging
out. So you.
When
high five.
when your hair braider like shows up, right?
Yeah.
During the meal, like they just sort of kind of appear, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Bag of Nails' jaw drops.
What?
You made friends with one of the little spirits?
Yeah, we did a little while ago.
Yeah. Technically, our friend Finkelnub over there's been making friends the whole trip.
Yeah, I've seen a couple.
They like him.
They really
Fair
do.
Yeah, I know one of the tribes to the west of here.
Wow.
Not done so?
I've never had the occasion to, I guess. Or they don't think much of my kind? I don't know, my hair's not as long as yours.
Oh, Lady Radar, thanks for the host. Appreciate
Anyway,
it.
temple?
So, if that's not a temple, the one that's across the way in the pillar of land, in the lava,
Mhm.
what is that? That's in your territory, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's a temple to Unk, but I don't go in there. I'm no priest.
But you can get there.
I'm no priest.
I
To
mean,
this one.
Oh, that one.
I pull out the
I
map. Yes,
have-
this one. One right here.
I've never been out there. I'm not much for the molten stuff. I like when my paws stay cool and, you know, on solid ground and stuff.
So you don't have a way to get over there.
No.
Alright, that's good.
I
So
mean, we could always try and find those gargoyles and try to use them.
It looks like over here is the closest place to, like, all the way around. In most places, it's like 100 feet or more. Here, it's less. It's like 60.
telling you, we shot put little ones. Fine.
I don't want to trust anyone's arm with that throw.
Fine.
I mean,
Go fly like an eagle
I'm not encouraging this idea because I don't agree with it.
over the sea.
We could go back up to around, what was it, with the kobolds? Take one of their trebuchets and bring you back.
Getting
Can
back
we do
is
that?
the problem.
Yeah, how would the return trip work though?
We just tie a rope around you, you take a running jump, and we just pull at the same time. It'll be fine.
If I jump in the lava, take the respawn.
I mean,
No.
you could ask the veggie men how it goes when they shove things in there. They think the lava is a god.
What?
The veggie
Oh,
Okay.
men.
That
The veggie men.
the little
the
vegetable
mushroom
men,
people.
like the one druid
Oh.
had.
The mushroom ones and the sticky ones and the I saw one once that looked like a potato. I
Do
mean,
you know the mushroom man?
Were
We
not.
need to make a new friend.
They were not very happy to see us. My
they're a
friend
little
here.
aggressive.
My friend here chased them away.
They're fun to hunt.
If I
Probably
extend,
very filling.
if I
Literally
extend my
fiber.
hand over the edge of the cliff, is there air rushing upward?
I don't know what Pondo is doing, but I'm having fun watching her.
Yes,
figure
it's
out
mostly steam.
Okay.
Getting
Like
the hang of it.
on this side, especially near the waterfall, it's mostly steam. And a little bit of smoke. Like where the river pours into the lava.
There are actually.
It's probably 120 feet from the side of the river to the thing sticking out in the center. It's less than half that on the other side, and farther than that on the other side of the river. And it's like just sticking your hand out over it, right? It's not uncomfortably warm, but it is like appreciably warmer.
Yeah.
Like standing the right distance away from the fire in the fireplace and getting that perfect warmth. But if you get any
Except
closer, you're
muggier,
gonna
because it's already hot here.
you can roast your buns off.
Huh.
Roast your buns.
Do we want to go do the temple to the north and think about how we're getting to that one in the process, or
I'm with that.
Let's head north. I think perhaps this is a challenge for later.
Yeah. Let's go
north.
Real hard.
I go for there.
maybe the puzzle in that one will be easier since it's so hard to get to? Who knows?
Getting there probably.
There's no
Alright,
puzzle.
now I gotta look
Joke's
at
on
the
us.
contents of thing.
I'll be right back.
Glowing nuts.
Blowing nuts? Sorry.
I said
Woo.
glowing. I said glowing nuts.
I heard blowing nuts and I was concerned.
Nope. Different thing.
Exploding nuts.
No.
Bust.
Bust nuts.
Bus nuts. Must have
This
nuts.
is Usador,
This is done.
and we're
fucking nuts.
getting nuts.
No one else got that reference. Awkward.
Awkward turtle.
It's Hello.
It's
from
me.
Tavern.
What?
No, that's me. You're the awkward DM. That too.
Fair.
What?
It's pink like a labia. Close up of Jill's face and Pondo being a derp stick in the background.
It's one of those little
This
private.
is fine. Why?
I don't know.
They're not all pink anyway.
No shit.
It's fine.
What's wrong with steak?
Sorry.
He's yawn.
I've actually had, like, no caffeine today, and it's starting to hit me.
Fix it.
Yeah. Fix it, fix it, fix it!
Mhm.
Honestly, you know what? I'm
Next-
gonna.
1, 2, 5,
Since
6.
Jill's we're taking a second, I'm gonna go grab a drink and
Yep.
try not to fall asleep.
And
I mean, do we
I'm
want to just if we proceed forward, it'll probably be another hour or so. Do we want to just have a break? Like, do we want to stop? Is that what sleepy
I would rather be in
dinos
bed
need to do?
close to midnight because
Okay.
I have work at 7:30 in the morning.
Oof.
Means I gotta get up at 5:30.
Okay.
So
Actually-
translation?
Actually, we can do this quicker than that. Hey, it'll be fine.
Okay. Sorry,
For what?
I don't know. Taking a while.
I mean,
we sorry
you met a
about that.
weird guy. I'm
Yeah.
sorry it was a slow thing, but
I mean,
It's
he's a fun
okay.
weird guy.
a fucking old dude shot me in the armpit and
I
was
mean,
like, turtle soup jokes, bag of dick jokes, and now we're talking to an old man about kittens and things, and I'm just like, okay. And also
if it
doggos
makes
and
you
cats and shit.
if it makes you feel any better, we were discussing in private how to try to propose. Hey, you want to die a hunter's death? Let's go.
But yeah, I figured that's what we were all trying to do is Hunter's death. We'll get one more helping hand and then he'll just mysteriously fall off a cliff or some shit.
First of all, how much XP is he?
I missed one.
I mean, we didn't kill it in 3 turns, so probably a lot.
A significant amount, and neither of us were. Some of us weren't exactly, like using all of our kit.
He's basically a 6th level rogue-ish.
Ah, yes, we need him for traps. Clear.
And by traps, we mean Hunter's death.
Oh, it's okay, bud. I gotcha. Go on. Fuck. Is just enough snow to be annoying.
Oh.
Fuck. Hi. Aww.
Corgo butt in the background.
Oh, of course. Hi. Aww. Hi, my boys. Meanwhile,
Being interest.
they see dead moving.
Okay. Are we back in business?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gib is just getting coffee.
Okay.
Wow. Is he making it up for the whole class?
Okay. Is this the part where we die?
Yes.
Maybe.
You're off a cliff. You're in the lava. Hate it.
You
Rip.
all walk north, bag of nails trailing behind you, and saying, I'm not sure I want to go in here. Toward the shrine. Swirly carvings decorate two obelisks at the entrance to this compound. An overgrown courtyard lies under the shade of tall palms. Stone doors seal the entrance to a windowless shrine, with a smaller ruin standing nearby. So, sealed door in front of you. I'll move y'all to another map. Hold on. Heck. Shite.
Ooh.
You're still looking at the last shrine you were in. It's fine, I can move you.
Oh, it's
I'm
double
looking
layered?
at the void.
I just have to.
A lot of the places share this map.
Yeah.
I guess that's one way to save on actual number of maps in the layers.
It sure is.
Shh. Okay, we're going down. Okay.
As long as we don't have to fight another frog king myth.
While you're doing that, do we know why his name is Bag of Nails? And if not, I ask.
Do you know why his name is Bag of Nails?
Yeah. Because he explained his son's name.
Yeah. He says you ask him,
Yeah.
and he says, "Well, the story that my family told me is, well, I had a sister named Jar of Screws, and we were born in a workshop. My dad was a carpenter,
Oh.
and
This
I
is-
guess Bag of Nails seemed fitting to him at the time. Not the most exciting name in the book, but that's okay."
This is Hobble saying this as like Yordle's conscience of, wow, Jar of Screws just sounds like a hose name. But
Yeah, but I just have this vision of
wow.
the midwife there, the
Mm.
mother having given birth to kittens,
Mhm.
and the father sitting there, and they're going, "Name the cats, name them all," and he's like, April, June, May, quick, you need 3 more fucking names. Hammer, Jar of Screws, Mega Nails.
Also, who keeps nails in a bag?
this dad.
Carpenters? Duh.
Are you not listening to the story?
Jeez.
I'm saying I feel like of all the things to keep nails in, something that can puncture is a bad idea.
Leather bag is not likely to puncture.
Leather bag is an attachment you can get for a tool belt that is intended for use with nails and screws.
Do I look like the kind of person that knows how tools work?
We don't know what you look like.
No one knows except for you.
And long.
Yes, you look like the type of person who would know what a bag.
Long, does he look like the type of person that should know what that is?
Considering we know what you do for a living, yes. The answer is
The
no.
answer is no.
No.
Very much no.
Wasn't I the person that shows you how to get a bit out of a drill?
Okay.
Rather than focus on the mutual throwing under the bus,
Bunch of West Virginian handymen right here.
West Virginia handyman.
Yeah, anyway, we have a door or something. I don't know.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trace, ahead of us.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So,
Where's that look?
ruined building over here.
Mm-hmm.
Sealed door up here.
Do we have where writings are?
Over the lintel of the door.
Do we see which animals are on the spire here?
Swirly carvings.
Snakes.
So no animals.
Spiral attack.
What did the carving say?
The one above the lintel, you were gonna have to touch it if you want to read it.
I did just.
Oh, no, it's up here, like over the lintel of the actual door.
Oh, okay. Well then, I'm gonna
Avant-garde.
get through the thing, and if
Uh-huh.
nothing murders me on my way to the door,
Nothing
Go to the
murders you
door.
on your way to the door. It says, and Bag of Nails like paces back and forth and says, I don't want to go through there. And the carving says, Unk urges us all to contrast all options before acting.
So a puzzle about overthinking will be
As in
great at this
uncle?
one.
Yes, you will, Snake.
UNKH.
Okay, I spelled that right. Unk urges us all to.
Contrast all options before acting.
Okay.
think your shit through, then do. Got it.
Kick the door open. No.
As you look at the door, it's like the hinges look off. Like the door is partially askew and not actually open, but not sealed properly. Like one of the doors is like
Unkbot.
Oh God.
the wrong way.
Oh, skull, mate.
Is there a gap you can see between the
How
door,
are you?
or
You look, and not like in a huge way, but if you laid on your belly, maybe.
all right? I mean, I could technically get in there with that. So
Then you're a snake.
What does this ruined
Oh.
building look like?
It's a
No.
workshop. It's like the roof collapsed a long time ago, and there's plants growing out of
How are you
everything.
doing?
But
Welcome to the chat.
there are. You look inside this workshop,
We're
and the
currently
parts of
messing
the
around with
walls
the
that are
DD
still
temple.
standing are lined with keys, hundreds of them.
Are there any bags of nails?
Damn it! I was
Jars
about
of
to
screws.
make that joke.
There are not any bags of nails or
Are
jars
you
of
the key
screws.
master?
Bring a key.
Paging Dozer.
Some of the keys are rusted, some are bent and broken. Most of them are still look serviceable, but they're of all different shapes and sizes, a ton of different kinds of metal. There are hundreds of keys in here.
Do you mention?
But you look at one wall, and they all look knocked off onto the ground.
Is there scuffing in the dirt beneath, at the bottom of that wall?
Mhm.
In like a circular pattern almost?
There are regular footprint-looking prints, and a circular, round, draggy sort of pattern.
I would like to walk over to that wall and take a look.
Uh-huh.
First off, where do the footprints go?
As you do your tracking thing, make us. You don't have to make a check for tracking, do you? You
We
just
are
sort of
not
get
in my
there.
favorite terrain, so I do.
Okay, survival check, please. They go into the building, and they go out of the building and away and around a corner, like outside around the corner. They're 2 or 3 days old.
Okay. Can someone check out this door? I have tracks to follow.
Someone go with one.
And I point at the wall when I say door.
Someone should go
Um,
with one.
No, I can go with Warden.
So which way do the tracks go? I'd like to follow the tracks. So
The tracks that go in?
the tracks that go out and around.
Okay, like back out.
Oh,
And
they go out this way?
And like, yeah, but like in the way you came, like they come in, and they go in, like into the building, and they go out, and like around and away. You follow them for 10 or 15 minutes. There are like 5 or 6 sets of tracks, and they lead farther into the city. How long do you want to follow them?
Probably until they're like too far away to be worth following.
Okay.
So that 10, 15 minutes, and then I'll come back.
Okay. Yeah, you can follow them away through the city for that long.
Okay.
So why are we following this?
Can we push the door open? Like, does it open in or pull out?
It opens in, and you individually
That hobble.
push and strain and go red in the face and try to shove your way against it and are unable to.
Yeah, no, I'm not really
Oh.
thinking that you push a stone door that looks like it's huge by yourself. So
Okay,
I'd have
I mean-
someone push it.
There's a puddle
Okay.
in the middle. Looks like there's a weird guardian in it. We gotta start reading Elvish off the door. Wait, this is the wrong campaign.
The
Consider every option.
the key house.
The key house, yeah.
Can I? What the fuck are you doing, Finkelknob?
Stuff.
Oh,
Got
Lord.
it.
He's
Can
going to the little kid. Is he going to the little kiddy's room?
Yeah.
Can I look for
Just looking around.
a latch or something that would trigger the hidden door?
Hidden door? You can look, sure, make a perception check.
Okay.
You search the room thoroughly and you don't find any hidden doors.
Fucking warden.
Hmm.
Man thinks he sees hidden things all over the place.
Who says he doesn't?
You come in here then.
I attack.
What?
Not productive.
I mean, you're expecting something else from this group?
I would
Okay.
expect more from. Nope, I forgot where I was going with this joke. I give up.
I mean, I can probably
One's
get.
back.
I can probably get through the door.
You
If
you
we
look
want-
under the door, right? And with your dark vision,
Hmm.
you can see bodies.
Moving.
No.
Decayed? Fresh?
I'm
Decayed.
gonna-
There's an odor.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Just
Sounds
got
promising.
Well,
under
I
the
can
door,
probably get
fresh
in.
Your face.
I smell dead people.
I'm not sure how quickly we want to go in because a lot of death in there.
Do you see dead things?
Yeah, what I'm worried is that they're not actually dead, they're alive, dead, but it's kind of hard to tell. So,
Spirals mean zombies.
Hang on.
I thought it was coffee that meant zombies.
They
You can cause two things.
I once
Right,
knew
I
this
can
little
zoom this
kid.
in. I don't have to squint at it. Hi, I'm not the biggest idiot in the room. but
Not.
close.
That would be me. So let me get this straight. We can wait. If we go in there and they're not really dead, I once knew this kid who, like, yeah, big. He likes to run around in green a lot. He had to deal with a bunch of weird undead things. Bad story he told me. He also liked to break a lot of jars, so that's beside the point. Point is if we get in there and they attack us, we're kind of screwed because it's kind of small from out here.
Why do you assume that the dead bodies will attack us?
We've been attacked by dead bodies multiple times at this point. It's
Yeah, but we're in a
Zombies
different
are
place
kind of
now.
a thing.
I mean, we're either going to be right and they're going to attack us, or we're going to be wrong and be
Give
happy that they
me
didn't
a
attack us.
minute, please. I'm trying to focus
Super negative.
on whether or not those dead are truly dead.
Ah.
That's right.
You do not sense undead.
They're just corpses.
Very nonchalant.
Just
Someone
corpses.
has been through here in the last few days, I should mention. 2-3 days. They went into the shed, into the temple, and then they left.
By the way, I couldn't see any secret door or anything.
Did you look at the markings on the floor?
Sorry, I didn't. I was probably unclear with you. It wasn't like the circle of a door scraping. It was like as though something in the shape of a tire was dragged along the ground.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh. We follow snake people again?
Oh, I see.
I mean, isn't
I
that kind of
see,
par
okay.
for the course?
Sorry, I was unclear there. I didn't. We miscommunicated and I didn't clock it. I'm sorry about that.
It's
That's
okay.
all good.
All right. So, do you all want me to just try and go in?
Are there even keyholes on this door?
There's no keyholes on this door. These are solid stone slabs.
Okay.
You can't fit under the door. It's
I
not
can misty
enough
step
of a...
under the door.
That's true.
And I have one for in and one for out as long as nothing happens while I'm in there.
Yeah, well, that.
I mean, it's
funny
a-
you should mention that.
Yeah.
Panic misty stepping.
If we hear screaming, we know not.
Guess it was trapped anyway. Hey, Nails, come on, it's okay.
But
There's just a
The
bunch of
snake
dead
people have
inside. They're used to
probably
them,
left.
Right?
it's not about the snake people. This is the gods. I don't fuck with stuff that has to do with gods for the
We've got
most
a track
part.
record of it.
For the most part.
We've already been through and completed 3 of their challenges.
The bully for you.
Come on, Nails. Everything has to do with gods. How do you think we're all born? Let's go. Come on. This isn't anything new.
But,
You deal with gods every time you get up.
Roll a persuasion check.
Who?
Rolling to assist.
Am I rolling
that's
a
perception.
persuasion check? Okay. Nope. I don't-
Whoever's roll, one of you roll with advantage if 2 of you are working together. I don't want 2 rolls. I want one of you to roll with advantage.
What's your charisma score? I'll roll with advantage then.
Yep.
+1.
Not right now.
Hey!
Thank God.
Alright, okay, sure. I don't like it. Just let it be known that I don't like it.
You don't like it.
The forest mother will take care of us.
More gods? That sounds like a bad idea.
Nah, Forest Mother so far has been pretty.
She's
What do you
terribly
want from me
kind.
in here?
We
It
want
smells
to
like
see-
dead people.
Yeah.
That is because there are dead people on the other side of the door. Don't worry, they won't get up and attack you.
I mean,
What if he wasn't worried about that?
Eyes of the Grave doesn't show you re-dead undead, right?
It's
Ask.
I'm pretty sure it's just
You mean
sense the presence of undead.
I mean, they're not currently undead.
they're re-dead?
They're re-dead. It's fine.
You just know that they're not undead. It doesn't tell you if they're re-dead or not. They're just dead.
It's the Prince Warden tracked for Snake.
Oh.
Also, man,
Men and snake and other men and other men and other men.
But no cat. No cat. But no cat.
No cat.
We would
Waterman.
we would like your assistance in
What if it's some
finding a
kind
way
of-
inside.
I keep pushing on the door and go, is anyone going to help?
I can
said
help.
bring out.
Mm-mm.
Okay, let's try and push.
Alright. I do a help.
All right, I guess we're all just gonna butt
Someone
up on
roll
the door.
strength with advantage.
Oh, that's a save.
My strength is 10.
I vote the barbarian does it.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Yep.
One hand.
It's the door is fucking heavy. It weighs like 600 pounds.
Barbarian.
First you push on the right door, and it's the one that was like ajar, and it really doesn't want to push. But you're doing one of these, right? Because barbarian. This one goes open.
Huh. Considered both choices.
Let me move the lighting. There we go.
Someone gave Mr. Bag of Nails his weapons back just in case, right?
Oh, no.
No,
that
no one
shit's
gave
empty.
Bag of Nails his weapons back.
I'm not trusting old Simon McGee to accidentally forget and then stab me in the tail. No.
These people are looting the temple.
Oh, that's a lot of gas.
So what you see when you open the door, in the center of the room, there's a giant snail statue. And along the walls in the small niches, there are like hooks that it looks like something should be hanging on. And there are the bodies of 3 guests and of 2 magic users, one in tan robes and one in red robes, laid out, like splayed out on the floor, looking like they may have been nommed by Gast. They, as you go potentially farther, I don't know if that was blocking your vision or not. As you look around the room, on there are packs on the floor next to the magic users, and next to one of them is a pile of keys.
A pile of keys.
Mm-hmm. Like 6 of them.
Oh.
And on the opposite side, there's like one of those turning platforms, right? That has held cubes in other temples. This one's empty.
Someone beat us to the goddamn cube.
Someone stole cube. Been a calf.
Damn
it.
I
Did they
have
make
tracks? We should make
All right,
it.
so
I see that.
obviously there's some important questions that need to be asked. The first one is there anything worth taking on the corpses?
How about let's start with is the cube on one of these people?
Again, is there
It
anything
is
worth
long
on the
gone.
corpses?
5 left.
All right. Well,
We need to get moving then.
we can come back.
Unless this thing has multiple.
So let's pilfer this stuff and make sure it's not actually on them and they got eaten afterwards.
I mean, it's always a chance.
Yeah, and then let's lick it.
What are in these alcoves?
Lick it. Oh,
Each one contains a hook. Like
Oh,
that looks like it used to hold something.
Okay, so the snail statue, is it like a snail or is it like a flail snail or what?
It's a flail snail. It's a
Okay.
giant flail snail statue with pseudopods hanging off of it. And in the base of the statue, like back here, there's a keyhole in the base of the pedestal. The one that had that looks like the ones that had cubes in other temples.
Is there a key in it?
There is not a key in it.
Okay.
There's a pile of keys next to it.
Yeah. Do you want me to start checking keys where you guys check the bodies, or are we just gonna go?
Does it look like there used to be a cube on the pedestal?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's already been taken.
Yes, and I have their tracks if we go now.
Okay.
Well, sounds like we need to go then.
Well,
The
taking the time to grab any shit they've got might prove useful,
Ah.
even if it's letter.
before we leave, I would like to, Shaggy, if you wouldn't mind helping me. There's a story near the back, yes?
Sure.
Yeah, hang on. I gotta find it.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Story is sales.
Nope.
There is no story?
Hang on, let me make sure. But it looks as though there may be no story in this one.
Oh.
Maybe the author died listening to the snail tell it. Write it all down.
One day.
Oh. Okay. There is a carving along the back behind the cube. The cube the relief shows a flail snail with like bright light shining off of him, and people like potentially Omuins like dancing and rejoicing, and the inscription says listen, Linda, that's not what the inscription says. The inscription says, in his anger, Ubtao was prepared to destroy the people of Omu. But all the while, Unk the flail snail lived deep under the earth. The noise of the other animals fighting made her slither up to the surface, and when day dawned over her shell, the light blinded Ubtao and made his eyes water. Life returned to Omu, and the people built shrines to honor the animals who'd saved them.
Oh.
Sounds like a good one.
I'll
I'll
put that text in the chat.
Snail statue.
Please,
See
Link.
if there's anything about it that looks interesting.
In its current state, no. I mean, it's other than that it looks weird as fuck.
Yeah, I was checking just to make sure there wasn't any scroll work. There was like more story. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, sure. No, I mean, it has 5 pseudopods where you would expect a snail to have antenna, and each of those ends in like a club-like organ of some kind. It looks very strange, but no more writing.
All right, that's fair, I suppose.
Well,
What's this thing in the center again? I know there's nothing.
Huh?
The star center.
Oh,
What is that?
it just is
Is it
the
pattern?
where the statue is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
so if they got in here, read the story, solved the puzzle, snatched the cube, and ran off, and the only ones that survived are the ones not currently dead on the ground. So we follow Warden, and we follow those tracks.
We follow Warden, who follows those tracks. That way we could do both.
Yep.
2 Wardens and 1 track.
Typing is hard.
I agree.
Okay. I probably could have looked that up since I also own this on D&D Beyond and copy pasted. But we're here now.
What's done is done.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You take the 2 packs. One has the contents of a priest's pack. The other has the contents of, I forget what the right kind of pack is called. The kind of wizard takes at level 1.
Component pouch?
No.
Oh.
Hang on. Got Player's Handbook Wizard. Where's your bullshit wizard? An explorer's pack.
Oh. Nothing wrong with more supplies.
Nope.
Let's go tracking.
Yep. Yep, we're a couple days behind, but I think we can probably close that gap, right?
You can certainly try.
I mean, if anyone in the party can, it's the ranger, so.
Okay. Let's close here and make sure Hobble gets to bed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds fair.
Guys.
Oh yeah, right on a cliffhanger. Ish.
As long as we're not on
I mean,
the
we can go-
actual cliff.
Yeah, we can go back to the
Not
lava
yet.
cliff.
I mean, there is a resolution to be had here.
Mhm.
Sort of.
I murdered a bag of nails.
I was gonna do it.
Look, I've been
Not
contemplating
actually.
pushing him off the cliff this entire time since you shot me. I might be slightly mad.
He's
Slightly.
sorry, probably.
I'll probably by next week. We're signing off, but I'm Hobble. You know me because you're on my channel. Above me is Jill's the DM. To my left, left is Calf. Above them is the lizard with the shades is Steak.
Hey.
Big screen middleman is Dr. Cube.
Big cube.
And the lumberjack in the bottom corner is Diashon. He does some
I'm a
awesome
lumberjack. and I'm
flails.
good.
Should definitely sub to his channel because flails. And then above, the Canadian in shades is
100% that goes
Pims.
out just for that.
Hello.
They are all being currently roared out by Jills, who is also one of my moderators. Yes, I gave Jills a sword. That seems like a bad idea.
You also give Cube a sword.
And me a sword.
Out of the three of them, Steak and Jills are the most, like, adult about it. Cube has not caused a problem yet. Yet.
Yes.
I know, right?
Where's long?
Definitely.
Chills is the most adult about it. In chat, bite me.
There you go.
True. We are the Blunders and Brigand group, and we'll see you next Friday.
Bye.
Jills is also the least likely to cripple someone.
Or potentially the
Bye, have a great time.